Hey there, today I'm going to give a demonstration on the project that we made on the IIT Mandi hackathon organized by Top Coder. So basically the theme given to us was Smart City. Now there is a technical term for Smart City, but me and my friends see it as a place where everyone gets equal opportunity, no matter what their race is, no matter what their age is, no matter what their gender is, or as a matter of fact, no matter how they were born. So basically, we made an extension called NayaN, and NayaN helps to facilitate web browsing for the visually impaired. So and it also deals with a variety of visual impairments like color blindness and hypermetropia and also total blindness. So let's see the interface of the extension. Now over the top icon we can see the colorful logo of our extension NayaN, and when we click the logo, a pop-up is prompted which shows that the NayaN is in use. And when you click the disable button, the color layout of the extension changes, which shows that the extension is not in use. And so that you can see that if you click the extension, the color layout changes. Next, we move on to preferences. Now, preferences opens up a web page that gives the user the choice to enter his impairment. Now we basically focused on three impairments, namely text to speech, color blindness, and hypermetropia. So basically, text to speech reads the relevant text from the web page, and color blindness basically changes the color format of the web page according to the user's need. And a zoom page helps the hypermetropic people who are not carrying their specs currently. Although we've tried to implement all three of them, but as of now we have only implemented the first one, the text to speech, and the rest of them have been kept for future prospect of the extension. Now let's come on to the functionality of the web page.
In this options.html place, we have made it a very sleek design, making use of material design light. It is in this we have implemented the icons from material design package as well as the radio boxes, which provide the material design look provided by Google. Since it is a Chrome extension, a product of Google, it makes sense to use another product of Google to give it a proper material design look. All the buttons are also made of material design. The save button actually saves the option of the user that the user selects a radio button into a local Chrome storage file. This save button is linked to a JavaScript file which has the code for storing the option of the user into a local storage, and it responds to the user by giving the saved option to give it the satisfaction of knowing that his options have been saved. In this, as mentioned, we have only implemented text to speech in this extension. This is a very prospectful extension, provided we can implement all the functions, that is colorblind and zoom page as well. The text to speech implementation has been done as a separate extension. Yeah, it can be implemented into this, and in that case, when the user chooses the options of text to speech or any of the other functionality, the process would run on the background.js file, which would implemented in every tab that is open by the user if the enable NayaN option is in use. So we move on to the text to speech extension that we have implemented. The text to speech implementation basically makes use of the text to speech synthesis API by Google. We can see what it does. When we launch the extension, all the text that is on the web page is read by the computer and is read by the browser, and it also reads out the links particularly, and it gives the user an option. If the user is blind, this is a very useful tool for a blind person or anyone who has a very low visual effect. So what it does is gives the user to move from one page to another option as well. So if you are in one page, it reads out the whole page and offers the user links, from the list of links the user can select the link and move on to that page. Let's see a demonstration. When we click launch, welcome to the test of NayaN TPS. Do you want to go to one Amazon or two Flipkart or three .com? Enter the link you want to go in the text box. So as the page is read out by the speaker, the user can enter the required page it wants to go in the ordered list. Let's say we want to go to topcoder.com. The user can simply enter 3 and click go. A new tab will open in which topcoder.com will be opened. There is also a possibility that since the user is visually impaired, he or she may put in a wrong input by mistake. Let's say he enters OP by mistake, or let's say if he pressed E instead of 3. So it gives the audio wrong input and asks the users to input again. Let's see what it does. You have entered wrong link number. Please try again after clearing correct field value. So what the user can do is clear it and again put in the correct value. So this is a very useful extension and facility that would be very helpful for any blind person. But the benefit of this thing is that this can be implemented in many websites, as well as there is a scope for improvement in enabling it in apps, as well as in different mobile devices or any kind of devices. Since we are moving towards smart cities, we can assume that most of the things around us would be online and through technology based. So what we can do is that the future scope of this particular app is that we can expand it to all the technological devices, include which the facilities of blind solving blind problems and color blindness, as well as people suffering from hypermetropia. There's also a future scope of adding more functionality to the extension, and it would be great if we are able to implement all of this functionality, and would be a great helpful for the visually impaired, and it would make us feel very grateful if we could serve the society through this extension. Thank you.
Maybe I have.